Indianapolis and Major League Baseball, a secondary research project by Liam Morlath. Background: Indianapolis, the Circle City, the crossroads of America, and the capital of Indiana. It is Indiana's largest city, the 12th largest city in the U.S., and the second largest state capital in the country. To some, Indy is the racing capital of the world. The famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway is home to the Indianapolis 500, perhaps the most renowned automobile race in the world. The track also hosts the Brickyard 400 and the Red Bull Indianapolis Grand Prix each year. Lucas Oil Raceway is also located in Indy and is home to the NHRA Mac Tools US Nationals. This is the biggest, oldest, and richest drag race in the world. To others, Indianapolis is the amateur sports capital of the world. It is the location of the headquarters for the National Collegiate Athletic Association, or the NCAA. 3 NCAA conferences also run out of Indianapolis. In addition, the national offices for several amateur sports are located in the city. These include USA Gymnastics, USA Diving, US Synchronized Swimming, and USA Track and Field. Despite being known for both auto racing and amateur sports, Indianapolis also has a strong presence in professional sports, with teams in 2 of the 4 major leagues. The NBA's Indiana Pacers were established in 1967 as part of the ABA. They had much success early on, winning 3 titles between 1970 and 1973. The team then moved from the ABA to the NBA when the 2 leagues merged in 1976. Since then, the team had not won a league title, but had its fair share of success with 6 division titles and 1 conference championship. And just last season, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals before losing to the Miami Heat in 6 games. Indianapolis is also home to the NFL's Colts. Originally the Baltimore Colts, the franchise relocated to Indianapolis in 1984 and was immediately embraced by the fan base. While struggling in its first few seasons, the Colts have given its fans in Indy much to cheer for since. The team has been in the playoffs 16 times, winning 2 conference championships and 1 Super Bowl. Most of this success came under star quarterback Peyton Manning. In his time in Indy, he broke numerous franchise and league records on his way to becoming the most iconic athlete in league history. The continued success of the franchise allowed them to build the state-of-the-art Lucas Oil Stadium in 2008, where the team plays today. It is clear that Indianapolis has a strong sports culture and is home to many passionate sports fans. From auto racing to the NCAA to the Pacers and Colts, there is plenty of proof that the city thrives off its sports. So why then is the city not home to more major professional sports teams? As Business Insider points out, even though the amount of sports love in the air surrounding Indianapolis is palpable, no NHL franchise or MLB team calls the Circle City home. This has led me to the marketing question that has become the focus of this research project. Would Indianapolis, Indiana be a good location for an MLB franchise? Although Major League Baseball does not plan to expand in the foreseeable future, there is always a chance that a struggling franchise could contemplate relocation. Therefore, it's important to know if Indy would provide a good home for the highest level of professional baseball. In order to answer this marketing question, we must take a deep look at the current environment surrounding sports in the city of Indianapolis. We will begin with the basics, the demographics of the city itself. The following information was found with the American Fact Finder presented by the U.S. Census Bureau. As of the 2010 census, its population was 8,020,445 and is now predicted to be 843,393. As I said before, this makes Indianapolis the 12th largest city in America. The median age of Indy is 33.8, which makes it a fairly young city, coming in nearly 3.5 years below the nation median of 37.2. Indianapolis is also fairly educated, with 84.2% of its adults being high school graduates or better. This comes in just below the national average of 85.7%. but at the same time is higher than numerous other metropolitan cities such as Philadelphia, Detroit, and Los Angeles. One area where the Circle City doesn't shine is median household income. It comes in at $42,144, which is quite low compared to the national median of $53,046. Racial diversity is also something that Indy doesn't necessarily possess. 97.2% of its population identifies as being just one race, and 61.8% of them are white. The next largest group is Black, or African American, which makes up 7.5% of the city. After that, the numbers really drop off. Only 2.1% of the population is Asian, and 9.4% is Hispanic or Latino, with 6.9% being specifically Mexican. As reported by Business Insider, a study done by Professors John Logan and Brian Stoltz of Brown and Florida universities also found Indianapolis to be highly segregated. It was found that black people mainly live in the northern part of the city and that the city's white dissimilarity score was 64.5. A score of 60 is considered highly segregated. The next step in answering the marketing question is to examine the culture among the other professional franchises located in Indianapolis. According to Ken Willems of BeyondTheBoxScore.com, the Colts of the NFL and the Pacers of the NBA have a long-standing history of success within the city, so Indianapolis is a prime candidate to be able to host an MLB team in theory. So let's put that theory to the test, first looking at the Indiana Pacers. Although the Pacers are one of the most storied franchises in the NFL, they went through a rough patch in the mid to late 2000s. They missed the playoffs in 5 straight seasons from 2006 to 2011, and as a result had poor attendance. The 2007-2008 season saw the worst of it. The team averaged just 12,221 fans a game and sold out just once. However, the Pacers have much improved in recent years, and the fans have been out to support the team in full force. Since breaking their playoff drought, the Pacers have made the playoffs every season since, and their attendance has been climbing. Numbers have increased each of the past 3 seasons, culminating in an average of 17,501 this season. Sellouts also increased this season to 28, the most since the 1999-2000 season. The Pacers still finished just 15th in overall attendance for the league this season, but it is a large climb from the very bottom of the league, which they once sat. Pacers fans have shown that as long as the team is in contention, that they will flood the arena in support. Next, we will look at the Indianapolis Colts. Throughout the Peyton Manning era, the Colts were extremely successful, giving their fan base much to be excited about. Despite Manning's departure for Denver, the acquisition of quarterback Andrew Luck has kept the team exciting and successful. The Colts faithful has maintained their support for this new era of football, and the numbers prove it. First glance, one may not find the Colts' attendance numbers very impressive. Last season, they were just 19th in the league in attendance and average attendance. This, though, is a function of the size of their stadium, which seats less than many of the other NFL stadiums. Where we see their success is in their ability to fill their stadium. Stadium capacity percentage is the team's overall attendance divided by the capacity of their stadium. The Colts finished second in the league in this category with a rating of 103.5%. This means that they consistently fit more fans into their stadium than there are seats. The Colts have also seen great success in their TV ratings. According to Nielsen Media Research, their team was 7th in the league last season in average rating in their home market. Their rating of 36.6 means that about 400,000 homes tune into their games, and was higher than large market teams such as New England, Chicago, and Dallas. It is safe to say that the people of Indianapolis love their Colts. Now that we have seen the success that other major professional sports teams are having in Indy, we must examine the city's interest in baseball in order to better answer the marketing question. Indy may not have an MLB team, but they do have a AAA minor league team, the Indianapolis Indians. The team is currently affiliated with the Pittsburgh Pirates of the MLB. Founded in 1902, the Indians are the second oldest minor league franchise in American professional baseball, behind only the International League's Rochester Red Wings. Although the club began in 1902, 1987 marked the beginning of 125 consecutive seasons of professional baseball in Indianapolis. Despite never having an MLB level team, it is clear that the people of Indianapolis have a strong love of baseball. They demonstrate this love through their support for the Indians. The Indianapolis Indians finished their 2013 season with the highest overall regular season attendance of all 176 minor league baseball teams. This past season, they did not quite maintain this position. However, they did set an all-time franchise record of 660,289 fans. This mark eclipsed their previous high of 659,237 made in 1998. Although it is not at the highest level of competition, baseball in Indianapolis has rich tradition and remains very popular. Looking back at the marketing question of would Indianapolis, Indiana be a good location for an MLB franchise, I would have to say yes. Firstly, the demographics for the most part resemble that of an MLB city. As the 12th biggest city in America, it would instantly become one of the most populated cities in the MLB. According to Scarborough's sports marketing, MLB fans are 86% Caucasian, and Indy is 61.8% Caucasian. They also claim that 62% of fans are in the 18 to 48-year-old range. Indy's median age of 33.8 falls right in the middle. The one demographic that hurts Indy is median household income. Scarborough says that the majority of MLB fans come from homes making $50,000 to $75,000, while Indy averages just $42,114. Nonetheless, the city seems to fit the demographic mold of an MLB city. The next reason that I find Indianapolis to be fit for an MLB franchise is their current success with other major professional franchises. The Pacers and Colts, granted both very successful at the moment, are filling their stadiums and arenas with ease. The Colts more than every home game, and the Pacers are selling out more games than they have in over a decade. And this isn't just a case of a city that only loves football and basketball. By making the Indianapolis Indians one of the most popular minor league baseball teams in the country year after year, the people of the city demonstrate their love for America's pastime as well. It is only fitting that Indianapolis is rewarded with the Major League Baseball team that it deserves. This has been Liam Morlath for Sports Marketing Research. Thank you for watching.